If you can hear me, please wait. If you, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Good evening, amazing girls. How are you? If you can hear me, drop an emoji. Good evening. Please, if you can hear me, drop an emoji. Okay, okay. Okay. So I would like if we are up to 10 before we start. You understand? So you can share the link to your group, your groups, right? So how are we doing? How are we doing? How are we doing? Hope you are doing good. So today in today's class, I'm going to teach you how to market and monetize your skills, right? So you have learned the creative aspect or the act of a skill. No, there are two parts that go into a skill or any handwork, which are the art side, that is the technical side, understanding the nitty-gritties, how to use software, how to that is your handwork. And then there's now the business side of it, right? So today I'm going to show you the business. I'm going to talk about the business side of skills. So can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right, all right. So in today's class, I'm going to show you the business side of skills, right? So today we're going to talk about the business of skills, how to monetize and market your skills, right? Even if you have not done this before, or you don't have any experience, right? So my name is Drew Opara, and I'm a 500 level radiography student. You understand? So uh, as you all know, as I've been introduced, I've been someone who has been on the online space for half a decade. That's like 5 years plus now. So I know one or two things about monetizing skills. You understand? So there are two ways I'm going to talk about in this class, right? And then I'm going to tell you what I do, right? What I use, right? So I wish I can just have someone who is replying to comments or questions. Please leave your questions to the end of the class so that I can be able to focus. Right? Leave your questions till the end of the class so that I'll be able to focus on presenting it, right? So I think this is recorded. This is recorded. So if you missed anything or you joined late, you can always come back to it, right? So in today's class, we're going to learn how to monetize and market our skills, even if we have not done it before. Now, I want to appreciate the administration of the current Narasa, right, the VP and the Fin Secretary, for giving me this opportunity to be able to dish out value and help others who would like to go this route, right? So imagine if you are being paid $100 a day, right, for your skills on platforms like Fiverr. Now, if you multiply that by 30 days, that's about $3,000. You understand? This is if you want to go through the service vending service route. You understand? I can even say, imagine making this amount a day selling products, right? Now, what will $100 mean to you? Why I'm saying $100 is because, as you can see, this person is charging $100, and this person doesn't have two head. You understand? He does not have two head, right? And if this person can do it, you can. You understand? Now, every platform like Fiverr now has its own learning curve. You have to understand the platform. But imagine being paid this kind of amount and you convert it to Naira. What will it mean to you? Now, it does not matter if you have tried other things in the past, if you have tried affiliate marketing, you have tried the referral challenge, or even a Ponzi scheme in the past and you see result that this is going to work for you, right? It does not matter if you're a complete newbie and have not sold anything online before, right? So if you have not sold anything, if you don't even know how the online space works, if you have not even paid for anything online, so this will also work for you. And okay, this is for this thing. So this slide is something I used for a presentation some time ago. I just said let me use it for this class. So if you can't hear me, please just type, right, so that I can know I'm not talking to myself. I'm not talking to myself. So this will work for you even if you don't have a big following or nobody knows you. You understand, right? And then this will also work for you if you don't have years of experience. Now, some of us, this week is the first time we are learning some skills. You understand? And then some of us will be months old in a particular field, but it does not matter if you don't have years of experience, right? Or you are not an expert. It will still work for you if you apply what I'm going to show you in this class, right? Now, it also does not matter if you don't know how to use softwares, you don't have technical skills, because all these things can be learned, right? And guess what? In this training, I'm going to show you why other things you have done in the past didn't work and what really generates money for people online, right? Now, please put your phones on DND, put your phones on do not disturb settings so that you will not be distracted. Take away all forms of distractions. Close TikTok, close WhatsApp, right? And focus on this class because I don't want you to be distracted, right? I don't want you to be distracted. Now, I must warn you that if you want to learn how to join the high income earners, you have to stay to the end. So don't say, this is boring, or you feel you know it all, because I just need to say one word. All you just need for me, just one word, and it can spark something in you. You understand? Just one word you will hear from me today can spark something in you that will make you say, and then from there it builds up something in you. It's like a seed. You know, words are seeds. I may say something today that will inspire you to do more. This is just like an introductory aspect. There are other things you need to learn, and you can learn on your own. But what I'm going to drop today will make you. Can you hear me? Sorry. Is it too small? Okay. I'll put it on this thing now. Okay. Someone is saying the presentation slide is too small. So let me. Can you see it now? Is it better now? Is it better now? Can you see my screen now? Please, view, I can see my screen indicates. Can you see my screen, please? All right. So if you can see the screen, if you can see the content of the screen, then I'll move on. All right. So now I said you have to stay to the end if you really want to get the meat out of this talk. You understand? So let's get into it. Okay. Now, before I show you why I'm confident that this will work for you and why you have not been successful in other things you have tried in the past, I want to show you why people pay. Why many people pay you money. Why people will pay you money, right? Now, why I'm confident this will work is that money is a receipt for value provided. You understand? Money is a receipt. It's a reward for value provided. Now, the only way you can make money legitimately, aside scamming people and stealing from people, is by providing value to people that are delighted to pay for your value. You understand? And how do you provide value? Value is simply solution. So if you can provide a solution to people's problem, that's value. You understand? If you can provide a product or that will give them pleasure or take away their pain, either in form of a service or in form of a product, that's value. You understand? That's value. So how do I know this? Let me show you. Can you, okay. How do I know this? Before I prove this, let me show you some statistical evidence that will make you believe that providing value is important, right? Now, this is a screenshot I took last year. There are over 39.65 million small and medium enterprises, registered enterprises in Nigeria. So SMEs are small and medium enterprises, right? And why am I showing you this? And then there are also 3.1 million registered companies according to CAC. I think this has increased. This was last year's start. I think this has increased. Right? Now, a registered business means that this person is serious about their business, right? If someone registered their business, is serious about their business and not just a hustle. It's not just what they just use to feed their family. It's more than a hustle. It's something that they are building that can become a legacy, can outlive them. Even when they're no more on this earth, it can continue running. Now, why am I telling you this? Now, before I continue, do you also know that there are also 33.2 million registered businesses in the United States? Now, according to the Chamber of Commerce, U.S. Chamber of Commerce, 5.4 million businesses applied to be registered as of 2021. So why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because 90% of these businesses either have a social media presence, aka having a website, a social media presence. 90% of these businesses either have an online presence, that is a website, a social media presence, a Google My Business presence, or being visible on app, on Google Maps, or they are looking for someone that will help them create their online presence. You understand? Now, one thing you need to understand is that the law of scale says that a lot of people need to know about your business. You understand? So if a business is just situated in one location and only people in that location knows about that business is not really scalable. What do I mean? Because the amount of reach that they have is very, very small. Let's just say a shop at your street now cannot reach someone in the US, right? But with the power of the internet and the power of the online space, a business in Nigeria can sell globally, right? But these people are looking for people that will help them set up their online presence. And based on some of the skills that you were taught today, example, copywriting and content marketing or content writing, and also Facebook ads, you can help them set up their online presence. You can help them position themselves online. You understand? And you can still go and learn things like website design, video editing, and the rest of them, right? Now, why do they want an online presence? As I said, one of the reasons is because they want to scale, they want to reach more people, right? They want to reach more potential customers and generate leads. Now, a lead is someone who has shown interest in a business. So if someone chats you up on WhatsApp, if you sell something online and someone chats you up on WhatsApp and asks you how much it is, that kind of person is what we call a lead, right? But in the marketing world, because I'm a digital marketer, is also the contact details of someone, right? So the person has made a commitment. He has either dropped his contact details or his WhatsApp number or something, but he has shown, he has made a move to partner with your business or to buy from you. So right, but so what I'm trying to say is that businesses want people who will show interest in their business so that they can follow up. You understand? That's part of what you can even sell to businesses. How to follow these leads up, right? Either using content or using automations and the rest of them, or using Facebook ads, right? So these businesses, these millions of businesses, both in Nigeria and the US and all over the world, what they want is that they want more customers, which automatically means that they want more sales. Why? Because without sales, a business is dead. Because sales is the lifeblood of every business. There's no business, even the ChatGPT, the Google, the Facebook we are using, they are all making, they all have a means of making money. Either like the ads you see on YouTube, there are people like us who are digital marketers that pay Google some particular amount of money to show our ads in front of people. So that's part of a revenue, right? So every business or every company has a way of generating sales. And that's where learning a skill that can help businesses generate sales will be very, very helpful. Now, if you can do any of these, if you can position them online, you can make them get more leads that they can follow up. If you can even follow up those leads, or you can even help them make sales, you are valuable to them. Remember, I told you money is a reward for value provided, right? So if you can do any of these, you are valuable to them, right? And you have value to offer. And these people, because you can make sales for them, you are like a rainmaker, someone that makes it rain in their business. They are willing to pay you premium, right? And you are an asset to them. You understand? You're an asset to them. Now, but one word every business owner will ask you if you want to work with them, they'll ask you, what can you do? Which also means, what value can you provide for me to pay you? What value can you provide for me to pay you? If you can hear me, please drop an emoji. Drop an emoji. Just drop your favorite emoji before I continue, please. If you are understanding, just drop an emoji. Drop an emoji. Can you hear me? Yes. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. If you understand me, just drop value. If you have understood me so far, just drop value. Value. If you understood me so far, just drop value. Value. Please keep it coming. I need your comments will encourage me to continue. Because keep it coming. Keep it coming. All right. Let's continue. Now, what this means is that if you can provide value for these businesses, they are willing to pay you, right? They are willing to pay you. Now, how do I know that businesses are willing to pay you? Through the skills you can learn, like through the skills you have learned from this class. As I say, this is a slide I created for some of my students, right? The presentation I created for some of my students to take. So that's why you are seeing Udemy here, right? I was teaching them how to get courses on Udemy for free. You understand? But that's by the way. So how do I know that businesses are willing to pay you for the value provided? Please, if you can see my slides well, you can see the words on my slides. Just put a 1 in the chat. Just type 1 if you can see the words on my slides. If it's clear enough, just put a 1 in the chat. Can you hear me? If you can see my slides, put a 1 in the chat. All right. Let me continue. Okay. So now, all right. Thank you. So now, according to Fiverr buyer statistics, now Fiverr is a digital marketplace that connects buyers of services and sellers of services. You understand? So it has millions of sellers. Now, Fiverr is telling us that as of 2023, Fiverr had over 5.5 million active buyers. 5.5 million active buyers. And majority of these guys are business owners. You understand? Right? And now, the average amount of money these people were spending people are spending with those service people those people that render services is $278. That was the average spend for a service. $278. Right? Now imagine just one marketplace. Just one marketplace. That's because they do advertising and people know about them. Now imagine just one marketplace, 5.5 million active buyers. People who are like reoccurring buyers, people who come back to buy services. This shows you that these businesses actually value skills. You understand? The reason why I'm giving this preamble so that you understand that what you just learned the past 7 days is valuable. You understand that what you just learned the past 7 days is valuable. You understand? So you don't look down on it. Don't look down on it. Now, if you don't know what Fiverr is, it's a global marketplace that connects service providers and businesses. And now it's the number one place to get clients that will pay you in dollars, right? So let's go on. Now imagine if you were paid $278 for a service like web design, digital marketing, copywriting, video editing, flyer design, app design. Will it be worth it? Now, if you can do all these things for these businesses, if you can render this kind of services for these businesses, will it be worth it? It will be worth it, right? Now, what are they paying for? They are paying for that value that you provided, right? The value that you can provide, that is making them visible online, generating them leads, and increasing their sales online, right? That's what they are paying for. Remember, I told you that money is a reward for value provided. So if you don't provide value, you will not be paid. And one of the ways to make money is to be obsessed about people's problem. The reason why you are running a service is that you are solving a problem of poor sales, or solving the problem of not being visible, right? The people who want to grow their business want to be seen, because the more eyeball on a business, the more those people will have the intention to buy from them. If someone doesn't know about you, how will he know? How will he buy from you? You understand? So if you can do this for these businesses, you have learned about Facebook ads, right? Now, if imagine if you can understand how to make Facebook ad profitable. Running Facebook ad alone is not profitable, right? If you don't know the kind of ads you should run. I believe the person that covered this might have talked about that. But if you are running Facebook ad, the best ad you can run is a sales ad. And if you are running sales ad, you need to understand things like landing pages, understand things like follow-up, either WhatsApp follow-up or email follow-ups, right? Understand things like automations, you understand? So that you can actually get results for businesses. Because businesses don't just pay you because you have a skill. They pay you for result. They are expecting a result. Are you with me? They are expecting a result from you. That's why you need to be able to provide that result for them. That result is the value they are looking for. You understand? And that's why when learning a skill, don't just learn one skill. There's one thing I call skill stacking. Are you with me? Someone type skill stacking in the chat. If you are with me, just type skill stacking. If you can hear me, type skill and stacking. All right. Daniel, I can see you. All right. Ada, I can see you. Ada neighbor, I can see you. Okay. Skill stacking. Now, what's skill stacking? Let's say now. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you my story, right? If you can hear me, let me just tell you my story. I started as a graphic designer in 2020. April of 2020, after I just wrote my JAMB, my brother enrolled me for a graphic design class. Right? My brother enrolled me for a graphic design class, and just like this now, but that was like a 10K class. It was a live class. And we're introduced to Photoshop and Photoshop and then some things. I didn't really understand what was going on there. Well, after the class, I started watching a lot of videos, and then from there, from my quest to make money, I saw that people were coming for my skills, were people who wanted to pay me 1K, 2K, and I felt, okay, this graphic design thing not too gel. I now paid for a class that is called a web design class, how to build website with WordPress. Then I started learning website design. From there, I started learning things like funnel designs and how to run ads, and then became an affiliate for a platform and the rest of them. Now, currently, I sell digital products, right? I sell courses, I sell templates, and the rest of them. I'm building a template platform and also an AI platform. Right? An AI is just like ChatGPT, but this time around you pay a subscription fee. You understand? Just like creating custom GPTs. Now, why am I telling you this? My knowledge of graphic design that I learned in 2020 and over the years, my knowledge of Facebook advertising, Google advertising, my knowledge of building websites are all the things I have combined together to sell my skills, to sell my digital products and to sell my services. I don't know where you are with me. What I'm trying to tell you is that the skill that you have learned today will pay off sometime in the future. You understand? I have the goal of in the after school creating kind of like a software company and other things. But it's my knowledge I've acquired over the years, the different skills I've learned that I will now use to apply in those businesses. I have started building one already, right? Now, what am I trying to tell you? When you learn how to, let's say you have learned Facebook ads, you have learned copywriting, those skills on their own are not actually valuable like that. For example, now, you learn how to design flyer or you learn how to edit videos. If you don't know how to use video editing to generate leads for businesses or to generate sales for businesses, it's useless. You will not end up doing this kind of maybe what you can just do, maybe go how will I put it, begin to create content. You can use it for content. You understand? You can use it for content. But I mean, if you have a video editing skill but you don't know how to present it in a way that will be valuable to a business, that will give a business sales, then it's not profitable. So as a video editor, you need to understand some marketing psychology. You need to understand how to like use your skill to create marketing materials. Likewise, a graphic designer. If you're a graphic designer, but you don't know how to create flyers that have good content, that is like flyers that will lead to a click. Because the reason why business is paying you for a flyer is they want to use it to generate leads. They want to use it to drive traffic to a particular offer or to a particular place, either their WhatsApp DMs or a website page, that's a landing page, or kind of like a funnel, right? Kind of like a system, an automated system. So if you don't know how to create a flyer that will stop the scroll on social media and make those people click on the link that is attached to that flyer, either in the post or in the maybe as an ad, maybe a learn more button in an ad, then your skill is not valuable. So you actually need some other skills that will amplify your skills. You understand? That's why I'm here to teach you how to market your skills. So if you're a graphic designer or if you've learned graphic design, you need to understand copywriting, right? You need to understand copywriting, right? You need to know how to use words, how to persuade people, right? So you need to create flyers that stop the scroll, right? You need to create a flyer that would, if someone is swiping on a fast-paced platform like TikTok, he can pause it and then be able to click. Likewise, a video editor. Likewise, a content creator. You understand? It's your knowledge about business and marketing that will make you be able to do that. Now, why am I saying this? Skill stacking. So don't just say, hey, I'm a graphic designer. I don't need to learn copyright or I don't need to learn other things. It's not true. And most of the time, what you are learning now may not be what you end up doing. I started as a graphic designer, but now I build websites, I build marketing automations for businesses, right, and for myself, right? And over the years, I've made several amounts of sales. Like this, there's an offer the product I was selling in June before my professional exam. And in just a week, I've already made 175. And then in 2 weeks, I've made like 200K before I post it out, prepare for my professional exam. Right? There was a month, because of the knowledge I've gotten, I was able to create flyers to promote my product. I was able to create what we call a sales funnel. Now, a sales funnel is an automated system that converts people who just get to see your business for the first time to buyers. I don't know whether you understand me. Right? So it's part of the things that you can learn. Because if you want to be paid online, you need to be valuable to businesses. If you want to be paid online, you need to be valuable to businesses. Please indicate, like, let me know if I'm making sense. Just put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me know if I'm making sense. Put a 1 in the chat. Can you hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if I'm making sense. Okay. All right. Now, business owners want to focus on running their businesses. So, founders and entrepreneurs, people who have businesses, are not interested in learning how to create their websites or run Facebook ads or create social media graphics and all those things. That's why they employ people like web designers, media buyers. Media buyers are people who run Facebook ads, run Google ads, run YouTube ads, TikTok ads, and the rest of them. So that's why they employ people like web designers, media buyers, graphic designers, and receptionists, and the rest of them. That's why they employ people. Because they want to focus on the operation side of a business. Right? They want to focus on the operation side of a business. So they want the marketing side they want to outsource it. Even though some of them may know how to do it, but they will not be able to do everything. Because if not, the growth of that business is tied to their availability. That's why they now employ people. You understand? They want to focus on running the business. So that's where you come in. Right? Now, one thing you need to understand is that you're not going to make, after this class or after learning a skill, you're not going to make 6 figures overnight. Right? It takes process. And that's why I say next up. This is for a pitch I made. So now this is one of my friend. She started sometime in 2020 with me, and she was working with an agency. She writes emails for businesses, for e-com businesses. She writes emails, that is the emails that sell physical products for businesses in the US. And she was able to work with an agency that she closed a deal of $1,000. Right? This is my friend. I know this person very well, Marianne. Right? So this works. Now you are in the right place if you are willing and committed to put in the work and take action, right? Right? If you are willing to put in the work and take action. Okay. So now you already know this. Now, by the end of this training, you'll be able to, I will show you the 3 secrets of getting high-paying clients, right? I will also show you, the 3 secrets of getting high-paying clients. The secret 1 I'm going to show you is 3 things all high-paying clients want and pay heavily for, right? I think I've briefly touched that. And then I'm going to show you the hack to use to land your first 3 clients, even if you have not done this before or you don't have any experience. And then 3, the system behind getting clients, which is how to set up system that will ensure that you get clients, right? Now, as I said, turn off every distraction. And then let me just go on, right? Let me just go on. So, I believe people who are here are serious, you understand? So, by the end of this training, you're going to leave here with knowledge that can help you create sustainable income, right? To take care of your loved ones and yourself. So that's one of the things I'm promising you. And then you have the ability to prove the naysayers and the doubters wrong. All those people who say, nah, forget this online skill something, come and do Yahoo. You'll be able to prove them wrong, right? Right? Because you'll be able to show them that you also is making a living legitimately from the internet. Right? So let me just go this thing. So let me just take you to the meat of this, right? So now the three core things every high paying client wants and are willing to pay for. As I said, every client wants visibility, right? So whether it's creating a website, right, or social media, whether creating a website or they are looking for a social media manager to handle their online presence because they want to be visible. It's a business that is seen that can be patronized, right? Now the second thing is that as I said before, every client wants leads. So these leads are potential customers. Right? This is where digital marketing comes in. See here, one thing you need to understand is that there are two types of skills everybody that is online should learn. Everybody that has a skill should learn. One is their primary skill, which is whatever they do, writing copies, graphic design, and secondly is marketing. You see, marketing, if you know how to market, you can create any business. If you know how to market, you can create any business. Please hold on, I'm coming. Hold on, I'm coming. Okay, I'm back. If you're with me, put a 1 in the chat. If you're with me, put a 1 in the chat. Let me know if you are following. Are we still active? If you're with me, put a 1 in the chat. All right. Okay. Someone was saying does not understand sales funnels. Someone said, I hope they will be. Sorry, I'm coming. Let me. Yes, I think this class is recorded. I think it automatically records. So it's on YouTube. The organizers will let you know. I think it's recorded, right? It's on YouTube. I can't see any option here to record, but it's on YouTube. But are we understanding? Are we understanding what I'm saying? Are you with me? Are you understanding what I'm saying? All right. Now, as I said, one thing everybody needs to learn as a secondary skill is digital marketing. It's digital marketing because when I say some things, like someone is asking, he doesn't understand what a sales funnel is. See, a sales funnel, right, is a system. Now, a system is how will I put it? A system is like a step by step, a series of processes involved. I don't know whether you understand me. So a system, like a sales funnel is a system that helps you get eyeballs using Facebook ads or using content, posting organic content, that is posting normal post on social media, right? Then converting those eyeballs or those people who are seeing your ads. We call it traffic. So you are generating traffic on social media, right, through content, either through paid ads or through organic post. You are taking them to what we call a landing page. Now, a landing page, this is part of some of the things you can do for businesses and they will pay you money. This is exactly what I do, right? But for those who sell digital products. Now, a landing page is the first page people see when they click on the link of an ad. So some people's landing page could be their WhatsApp DM. Let me just say, some people who drive traffic to their WhatsApp DM, that WhatsApp DM can be their landing page. Yeah, but most of the time, a landing page is a dedicated page. It's like a web page, right? You know web pages now. So when they visit that page, that landing page can now ask them to either submit their emails and get, let's say, a free resource, which we call a lead magnet. I'm trying to explain sales funnel for someone who asks that question. And then when the person gets that free stuff, we get the contact details of that person, right? And then we begin to send them some follow-up messages. And then they are getting to know our businesses, we are getting to give them value, and then after some time we present a product for them to pay for, right? So that product now will have its own page with a means of collecting payments on autopilot. So either using, in Nigeria we use Paystack and Flutterwave. It's a payments gateway. Payment gateways are, if you have shopped on Jumia before and you are paid online, that's thing that collected that you used to pay, either bank transfer or card, is what we call a payment gateway or a payment processor. Why they use that is that it makes collecting payments automated. Because if every time someone is always asking for your account details, if you're not online, you can actually miss that sale because the person might end up spending that money on something else. So why I say it's a system is because it's automated. You understand? So when they collect that payment, there's now a system to like either deliver the products, if it's a digital product, automatically or via shipping, right? Via like delivery, this physical product. You understand? So this thing I explained now can be automated. It can be set up once, and then all you don't need to do is to drive traffic, drive eyeballs. I don't know whether you understand me. I'm trying to explain this in a way that it will not be full of jargons, something relatable. If you understand me, put a 1 in the chat. Now, this thing I just explained is the system that you can create for a business. You understand? A system that you can create for a business. Now, the third thing, as I said, every client wants customers, right? So I've said this. Now, how do you land your first 3 clients, even if you have not done this before or you don't have any experience? The first one is pitch a niche you love. You understand? A niche you want to work with. You understand? Then the second thing is to build your portfolio. Now, especially if you are reaching out to people, let me just share a hack with you people. Now, if you are looking for clients, people who work with you, you can just come to Chrome. You can just come to Chrome and search for business directory. Business directory in Lagos or in Nigeria, right? Now, when you come to a business directory, these are people who register. Okay, let me go to this one. These are people who register their businesses on websites so that part of that visibility, so that they can get in SEO. There's what they call backlinks, so that they can increase their search engine visibility. You know, Google Maps, right? Sorry, let me come back here. So, okay. So why this loads? I don't know why it's taking time like this. So I just let me just show you this to show you where to find clients. It's actually taking time, but what I'm trying to say is that let's say this is let me just click on this. I don't know, my network is kind of Okay, maybe it's from that website. Let's say this is a business now, right? Okay, it has loaded. Okay, now one thing you need to do, this thing has loaded now, is you can search for a category. Now it's actually slow. It's actually slow. One thing to do is that from here you can select the category of people you want to work with. You want to work with restaurants. So if a graphic designer, you can be creating flyers and things for restaurants. Do you want to work with e-com and the rest? So let me just show you how to. So let's just say fashion in Lagos, to show you all the fashion design, all the fashion businesses in it's actually, the network is actually slow. But what I'm trying to show you is that when you search for these businesses, you get their numbers and you get their, let me just say fashion designers. You understand? You get their numbers that you can now message them on WhatsApp. Right? My network is slow. Probably I'll get back to my slides. But what I'm trying to show you is that when you get these details of these people, maybe I can follow here. This website itself is slow. But what I'm trying to show you is that when you get details of these people, right, you can chat them up. It's part of what I'm still going to show you. You can chat them up and tell them you can render these services for them. You understand? There's a way to do that, right? So that's an example of a place where you can find clients, right? But let me just go through these slides and then go back to that place so that I will not overwhelm you. Now, one thing you need to do while you are learning your skills is you need to build your portfolio. Now, if you are building your portfolio, don't build your portfolio like something that you would just use to, how would I put it? Something that will just be an evidence that you can do your work. You can build your portfolio in form of products. How do I mean? Let's say now you're a graphic designer and you know how to use Canva. Do you know that you can sell Canva templates? You can, that your design, you can sell it, you can package all your design, sell it as a bundle to businesses who cannot afford a graphic designer. You package it together, a bundle, let's say a bundle of flyers, let's say free training flyers or e-commerce restaurant flyers, and then you create a video on how to edit those flyers. You package that, everything, your portfolio. That's a portfolio. You can use it as a portfolio, but you package your entire design as a product and sell it for 5,000. And do you know the sweet part of that? I don't know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, drop a 1 in the chat. Why I said your portfolio can also be a product that you can end up selling is that it shows that you can do this work, and you can also make it to be something that gives you revenue. Now, the sweet thing about turning your portfolio to a product is that you can create it once. So instead of working with clients over and over again, every time you are working with clients, you are starting from scratch. You can create all this while waiting for a client to reach out to you, before you reach out to a client, before you get a client. You can create all these things as a product and begin to sell it online using your knowledge of Facebook ads, using your knowledge of copywriting, and sell it online. And then those people who have bought your projects, whether it's a copywriting swipe or a copyright a video template. I think CapCut also allows templates. So if you can package your works as a template and sell it to these businesses will buy these templates if you use Facebook ads. But guess what? They will pay you to help them set it up. You understand? So a portfolio does not necessarily just, this is my work, this is what I have done in the past. You understand? Yes, a portfolio should show the works of your clients, the clients that work with, and or maybe your mock projects, right? Let's say you have not worked with any clients, but this is like you have created a project, like you just had an imaginary client. You can go to ChatGPT now, tell him to give you a client persona that is about the client, their business, and then maybe a brief from the client. You now use it as a guide. You work like a mock project. You understand? You work on that project, and that thing ChatGPT gives you. You package it, you use that your portfolio, right? But you can also edit in the way that people can actually pay you. Let me show you. This is Canva, right? So instead of like trying to explain and explain, I'm on Canva now, right? Let me show you a template I intend to sell to people online. So as a graphic designer, one of the things I want to do is to sell templates in part of my my digital product bundle, right? Now, this is one of the products I want to sell. This is a slide, right? This is a flyer, right? For selling a product. My name is actually so let me just hold on. Let it load. So this is one of them. This is one of them, right? I think this is it. Okay. This is another one. It should be. This is another one. Right now, I can. This is like this. This thing, this smartphone here is a picture holder, so they can put a screenshot here. You understand, right? Then this is like if they can replace this image with their own. So you can see Canva has a place, the thing they call replace here. Just follow my screen, you will see replace. This place I'm scrolling and you see replace at this end here. So they can replace this image, right? So this is part of the flyer I intend to sell to people, right? So this I got these images from I generated it with AI. You understand? Now I can just come over to Canva, click on share, and then come here, and then sorry, bike is making noise. You see this thing? I'm on Canva Pro. You see this thing they call template link? Yeah. I can actually create a template link and share to people. So whoever pays for this thing online can now import this template to their Canva account and edit it. So I can add a video tutorial on how to use Canva either on phone or laptop. You understand? Now I can also use this as my portfolio as a graphic designer. You understand? I know that this work is not too shouty, right? But I can use this work as my portfolio, and I can also use it as my product. So that's one thing people don't really understand, right? People don't really understand that you can use their portfolio also as a product. So let me go back to, that's one way of making money online. You understand? And there's this platform, right before I continue, this platform they call if you're creative, you are someone who is into creating stuff, they call creative markets. If you are with me, please put a one in the chat. This does not really like, it's not like other live stream platforms where I can see people just put a one in the chat or put a hand icon emoji or wave your hands or just drop an emoji. I'm waiting. Please drop your emoji. Let me see if I'm alone on this call. All right. Okay. Now, this is creative market, right? What am I trying to show you? There are people who have skills, but instead of just waiting for clients to reach out to them, there are people who sell fonts, right? These people are selling fonts. They convert their skill to products, so to digital products, which is the number one and the second way of making money online. So If I come here now and search for flyer design, you see that this person selling for $14. Now the sweet thing about digital products is that you just have to create it once and then sell it to many people. So you can sell it with marketplaces, you can sell it with Facebook ads. I beat ads because I determine the people who get to see my products. So I don't have to rely on crowded marketplaces, like, because when you are competing with price, it's as if it's a price game, the cheapest person or something like that. But I'm trying to show you that many of them have converted their skill to a product that can make for them money even while they are asleep. You understand? That's one way of marketing your skills, converting your skill to a product. So you can teach your skills, right? You can, for example, now I'm into sales funnels. I build sales funnels. Let me just show you one of my products, right? So this is the product I'm currently working on, sorry, right? So I'm working on this product, and this product 200 and can you hear me, please? Okay. So this is one of my this page. Let me just show you on desktop. I built, or whatever you can call it. I built this page. Now I spent over 200K or so sending traffic to this page and then to the entire system. Now what am I trying to say? I'm trying to tell you that you can actually make money either through marketing your skills as a service, right, or marketing as a product. Marketing like monetizing your skills by selling digital products, or you can sell your skills as services. You understand? You can sell your skills as services. So today I'm going to talk about how to sell your skills as a service. I think I was in slide. I'm coming. Also, hold on. I was in slide. I'm coming. Let me just get back to the slide I was in. I think I was in slide 50. Okay, this is where I was. So if you understand all the things I'm saying so far, just drop value. If you understand all the things I'm saying so far, just drop value. Drop value in the comments, in the chat. Drop value in the chat. Drop value. All right. So now I told you that businesses are people who pay for value, right? So when you are picking a niche you love, make sure that it's solving the business problem. And to be honest with you, business skills that are the most profitable are skills that generate sales and generate customers for businesses. Other skills like coding, web design, you only get one-off clients. So if you work on this client and you finish that project, they hardly come back. But you see skills that help businesses market their products and bring in customers and sales, those businesses tend to last. Those businesses tend to work with you longer than the other ones that just that you just work with once. Like, let's say, create a website. If you create a website for them once, you cannot create for them again now. You understand? But if you know how to run Facebook ads, you are valuable to them. So if you are stacking up your skills, stack up skills that can generate customers for businesses. So that's for picking a niche you love, and then also build a portfolio. So your concept projects, as I said, can also be sold as digital products. So if you're a copywriter, you can, as you are practicing, you can convert those copies you have used to become templates. You understand? You can convert them to become templates. So it's a two-way thing. And then when you create your portfolio, some people video editors use Google Drive as where they put as for their portfolio. I think even copywriters use Google Drive. You can actually have a web page. Let's say if you're a graphic designer, you can have a web page where you put all those works to show that you are competent. Or you can use Instagram, you can use Dribbble. You understand? But you should have a place that people can see your work. You understand? Now the step 3 is find clients. You understand? Now, okay, someone is asking, sir, please sir, which sites can copywriters get clients? Okay, copywriters, where you can get clients, that's what I'm getting to now. This is exactly what I wanted to talk about now, where to find clients. Copywriters can get clients on service marketplaces like Upwork and Fiverr and Upwork. You understand? Now, let me just explain the two ways of getting clients, right? The two ways of getting clients. Now, they have the inbound method, right? Inbound, that is, they are coming to you, you are attracting them, right? It's slow if you are using social media, right? And they also have outbound. Outbound also is kind of faster, but it takes time. Both of them take time. You understand? Let me explain what both of them mean. So finding clients, there are two ways to find clients: inbound and outbound. Now, inbound clients, they are clients that come to you as they perceive you as an expert. Now you can achieve this through sharing content of what you do and how what you do will benefit and help them, right? So that's one way, through sharing the content, giving advice, giving tips, answering frequently asked questions search on Google concerning your skill, like how to build a landing page. Let's say if you build landing pages, you can teach how to do it. You understand? That's one way. But if you have some amount of cash, you can convert what you have learned as a skill. For example, let's say you're a copywriter now. Copywriting is vast. So you can say how to write, you can teach e-commerce people how to write copy for e-com products. But let me just use graphic design because I don't really position myself as a copywriter. You understand? So let me just use graphic design now, or web design. Let me say graphic design or web design. If I'm a graphic designer and I want to get inbound clients, that's what I do now. I will create a product, a course, right? A video training on how I'll put it this way: how any business owner can create flyers in 1 hour, even if they don't know anything about design. Can be a Canva using a free software, right? I can package it as a 1 hour course or a 30 minutes course and then teach what their flyer should have, package it as a course and sell it maybe for 2K, 3K, 3K, right? And then with my knowledge of Facebook ads and how to maybe build a landing page, you understand? this thing I'm telling you now is what you still need to go and research on your own. How to build a landing page. See, just we are more than 1 hour into the class, and I was given 1 hour. So time will fail me to begin to go in depth into all these things. Right? So as I was saying, you can create a product and sell to people, to the audience you want to work with. Let's say I want to work with businesses, right? As I was giving the example, business owners, right? So as a graphic designer, I can teach business owners how to create flyers for their businesses, to promote their businesses, even if they are not designed before, or even if they don't have any experience. Now, most of those people who will come and see my process, they'll be like, I don't really want to design. Do it for me. How much will it cost for you to do it for me? Now, that's one way. That's one way of getting inbound clients, because they are paid for your training, or they are paid for your course or your product, and then they don't really have that time. But one thing they are paying for your products has proven is that they already trust you, right? They already trust you. They have already seen your process. They already know you are competent. So they know that if they tell you to do their work for them, you can do it. So that inbound is more of like attracting clients using like what I call a buyer magnet. That's what I'm working on now this period, right? So or you can bundle your flyers, bundle it up and sell to people, affiliate marketers, sell to digital product sellers, sell it to course creators, right? And then you can now tell them that if they want you to edit, if they want you to edit the flyer to meet their training, they can now pay you an extra money. That's one way of getting clients. I don't know whether you understand me. That's one way of getting clients. Then the second way, which is attracting them, the second way is by reaching out to clients. So this is like by sending unsolicited messages to clients. You understand? And also on Upwork, there's what they call sending of proposals. So a client will come to Upwork, and it's upwork.com, up and work together. That is upwork.com. A client will say, I'm looking for someone who will help me maybe build a website for my business or edit videos, and then you kind of like send them a message and tell them your experience and the rest of them, how you will help them and the rest of them. You understand? Now, there's what they call cold DMing, whereby you message people. Maybe you create something for free for them. You say, I created a free website for you. But all you just need to do is just import it to this particular platform and edit it. You understand? It can be a seed that will help you, that will stir you up to go do more research. You understand? To go do more research. You understand? So those are the two ways. Now, how do outbound work? Now, one way you can do outbound is what we call the audit method, whereby, let's say you're a web, just use web design now, or yes, web design. You can send them. You can record. Let's say you can record your screen, pinpoint the mistakes they have made. You don't need to trash them, or you don't need to trash what they are doing. You encourage them that they are doing well, but this is where they can improve on what they are doing, make what they are doing better. That because they are not applying this, it's actually costing them sales. But if they do X, Y, Z, if they let's say add this feature to their website, or if they design a flyer this way, or if they use this kind of style for their copy, it will be better. Or if they use this kind of this content strategy, it will be better. You understand? Depending on your niche. You understand? Or you can send a free sample. As I said, it's a free sample of what you can do for them. You understand? These are the two methods. What I do is the inbound method. And I don't do it through posting content. I do it through selling digital products. So if I want to work with a particular industry, I will just create a product around what people in that industry face and sell it. Majority of them, when they finish going to my training, they will ask me how much will it take to work with me. That's the inbound. Well, I'm coming. Let me answer your question now. Okay, 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 okay. Um, well, please, worldwide entertainment. Yeah, yeah. Me probably you would meet the probably you will meet the organizers of this uh, training to give you my number or something like that. Or you can also go to YouTube. You understand? I think this class is recorded. It's recorded, right? It's recorded. So now I'm not yet done. I'm not yet done. I'm not yet done. So so um now the next thing you need to do after finding client is to make them an offer, which is like creating them an offer they can stay, they will feel foolish to say no to, right? And then now this is someone who got this. Now this method I taught you now can work in any niche, right? Either you use the attraction method or the outbound method, the outreach method. Can work with any industry, the e-commerce industry, the real estate industry, the health industry, the finance, crypto. You understand? Now, let me talk about the system on how to ensure that you get and close clients, right? The system to get and close clients. So one of them is creating content or probably selling a buyer magnet, right? Selling a buyer magnet. So that is like doing educational content. You can create content on YouTube, tutorials on YouTube, and then probably put a link, a contact, maybe a WhatsApp link or your seller link or something like that for them to maybe book a call. You understand? And then you can send close and cold messages that you can send messages. You know, I was showing people business. Probably I will send a video. If you go to businesslist.com.ng, you will see a list of businesses, and from there you can like from those business or let's say a business on Google Map, you can message them that you can help them do so. You understand? And with help like this your service will help them increase their sales through like making a pitch. You understand? That's the outbound method. You understand? Then another way of getting this thing is creating case studies. So if you have worked with someone before, okay, this is for people who already have product. But even if you don't have a product, right? You can you can create case studies on what someone else did and you can do for them. You understand? So creating case studies, if even if the results you have gotten is small, you can still like tell them, okay, this is my process, right? You can just record your process and send to them, right? Or you can get and then you can get them to say to come. How will I put it? You can get them to book a call with you. You understand? This very like for people who really understand. How will I put it? It's for people to. Can you hear me? You can get them to schedule a call and then you close the deal. Now, this probably I would send some materials. I will send some materials to the anchors of this class. You understand? That will help you guys understand some of these things I said. You get because of it's almost more than an hour now, and I don't know if you went through to the class. So if you are here, can you just type one thing you learned from this class? Just one thing you learned from this class. Are you with me? Can you type one thing you learned from this class? Can you hear me? Is anybody there? All right, all right, all right, all right. Please keep it coming. I want to. Okay, okay. Okay, just drop what you learned, what you learned so far. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, guys. I think that this is going to be the end of today's class. I'm happy some of you. I'm like happy that you learned how to sell templates to people. Okay, Worldwide Entertainment say he learned how to sell templates to people. He also learned about sales funnels. Um, Amarachi says she learned how to source for clients. You understand? I'm happy that you were able to learn something. So I'm going to be ending this class now. If you have any question, you can drop it. If you have any questions, just drop it in the group. Drop it in the chat, the group, or you can ask for my number, come to my DM. I can answer you further. You understand? So is that okay by you guys? Or if you have any questions, maybe just spend, maybe say in the next 3 minutes, drop your questions now. I'll be ending this class, let's say by in the next 3 minutes. If there's no questions, then I'll end it. Is there any question? Does anybody have any question? All right, guys. Thanks so much for your time. I think this will be ending the class today. Thanks so much. Take care.